host 9US11, and this week special I have the Arena War vehicles. I'm going to do some modifications on this bad boy, and this one right here is the Declassi Apocalyptus Brutus. This is a Butte. This is actually, it's a, what is it? Looks more like a truck here with a canopy in the back. Quite rusty. I'm going to actually add some specials to this thing, make it look all pretty. You know, you could actually modify some vehicles if you actually go check out what the Arena War, everything right now. If you purchase the Arena War vehicles, right now focusing on the apocalyptic section, it is 50% off. This vehicle cost me $1.5,999,990. Just to sum it up, 1.6 million just to make it over. If you, this actually was interesting, it was at $2,666,650. So yeah, you're getting about 50% off for this vehicle. There's other things too. If you're interested, right now there's a special, just to let you know, is going on for GTA 5 for June 11th all the way to June 17th. That's when these videos are being made right now. That you can actually purchase some vehicles outside of what you want. Sometimes you might find these vehicles on sale. Like I know this was about a couple of weeks back. This was cheap, and this was on sale for 180,000. I love this one right here for the casino heist. And you could choose, you can upgrade these. The upgrades are not on sale, but sometimes you might find these vehicles on sale, which is a good possibility. But right now, if you want to do some renovations, you can purchase the arena workshop. It's I think between either 40 or 50% off. I'm not really sure, and some things are upgrades or whatever. I think it's about 30 or 40% off, give or take. So items there about maybe between 40-50% off, give or take. I just speak as a generality. So anyways, right now I'm just going to get started, and I'm going to take care of this lovely Brutus, my apocalyptic Brutus, and I'm going to do some upgrades, and let's go check it out. And she's going to be dangerous. All right. What's it going to be? Let me see. This is basically, it looks like a beautiful, I don't know, as a cross between a truck or an SUV with a nice canopy. They just kind of made it futuristic. I will start off with the brakes, no questions asked, at 35,000. So far, I actually like the rims that it comes stock on this. I don't think I'm going to mess with those automatically. The boost, if you want possibly the flames to come out of these vehicles, you could leave it at 100% boost. I've noticed that, but I'm just going to use this one specifically. I'm going to put it at 520,000, the stunt boost. This is not bad right here. The regular boost at 420, but the stunt boost I like to go slippity and sliding. The bodyworks, decorations, the blades, the armor plating. Let me go to the decorations. Right now, there's nothing on here. As you can tell, the Brutus, the apocalyptic Brutus is completely bare. Let's go for the eternal chained. Wow, this is quite interesting the way it looks right there. What is it? A little charm for skulls right here? Huh. And let's go for the spearheads. I guess you're gonna try to skew something right here. The chains in the back, I kind of like these kind of stick out. It's all your preference. Oh, by the way, the eternal chained is 13,440 if you choose to have that, or if you want the spear for 14,280. Decisions. What to do? Decisions. Subtlety, or making a statement. Sometimes I find that making a statement, people kind of actually goes for what you want. Not saying I didn't like the subtlety, but I could always change that around. Let me see the blades. They have a blaze, spinning blades for 145,000, dollars. Wow, if you actually get near somebody, you could do some damage. Okay, that's quite interesting. And that is quite crazy. Armor plating, here we go. Light armor. Boom. So we have here a little roll cage and a windshield and then the side mirrors. Oh, how much is that? This is 110,000. Moving on, let's say the reinforced armor at 175,000. As you can tell, compared to the light armor, nothing's really protected on the sides. There's more protection on the little weak points of the car. Less vulnerable. Okay, so at 175,000, just do a spin around, you can get an idea what it looks like. Now the heavy armor, if you're interested, here we go. This is where the rubber meets the road at 300. You have yourself a little gas cantina, a little axe, shovel. You can see on there. The suspension is more. Oh wow, you have a little what? Little tanks on the side. Interesting. And I hope hopefully that's your extra fuel if you want. Yeah, that looks like it's extra fuel right there. So let me go back to the reinforced armor. You get an idea for 175. But if you go for 300,000, they actually had some doors, armored, heavy armored, and on the side, and you have these little what trinkets that kind of gives more sustenance to the car. Let me see the shocks. Right now I saw the heavy, it has the yellow ones. Yeah, that's so it has it already. So here we go. I'm gonna get it for what? $300,000. Moving on. Let's see what else we could do. Bumpers, front bumpers. Here we go. Oh, nice teeth. The scissors. 4,600. Actually, that's kind of cute. That's funny. You have here the fighter's jaw. That's not bad. Or then you have here the roadblock. 23,400. I have to admit, this one right here with the teeth is kind of cute. I ain't gonna lie. That's funny. The fighter's jaw, I like the roadblock. Actually, it seems more durable and more stationary and more protected. Now, rear bumper is stock rear bumper. We're gonna go, excuse me for saying this, the Jackass. That's basically 4,600. Impact bar, 7,400 compared to the Jackass. You have the impact bar, or you have the junk trunk. Oh, it looks like here it has more of what you want at 23,400. Huh. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for it. Junk trunk it is. Engine must have the engine set up, and automatically, there's no question. You can see there is an improvement when you hit the EMS upgrade level 4. The acceleration goes fast. It tells me that this vehicle has very slow acceleration. So at 33,500, I got it. Exhaust system, I have no exhaust system so far that I'm visible that I could tell. I will do the short pipes, and it's right in front of the vehicle. Here are the short pipes. Now what happens if I do the rear short pipes? So you have them in the rear. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Again, this is your preference, not necessarily because you have to buy the most expensive, but it's what's your preference, what you want. Now you have here the dual. I need to go figure out where the dual is. Probably in the back of the bumper. Oh, here they are. Excuse me. Again, the rear and the dual. There we go. That's quite interesting. At $3,000. Now this here is the fire spitters. Yeah, this one, if you had it at 100% boost, it could actually get the flame shooting out of this one. But I chose it to, instead of spending 400,000 on the 100% boost, I chose to do the stunt boost, which is for 520. So the fire spitters, that's quite interesting. Oh, the price for this, excuse me, is 19,100. What's this? The Hell Chamber. Yeah, you could tell this one right here. You're just tells you there's a to what. I think I'm gonna get it. The Hell Chambers. Kind of hard to tell what it looks like, but yeah, you get an idea. Again, if you like the subtlety of what it looks, or the little stuff like that, there's no wrong way. It's whatever your preference is. Enough of the exhaust. Let's see the fenders. Right now we have the reinforced fenders for 900, as you can tell. Or if you want to have the heavy duty, this is quite interesting. You could tell that this has more protection. This has the apocalyptic feel. I can tell trying to figure this out. This is none, and this one's more heavier. Okay, I think I just chose this one. No questions asked. It's for $3,000. Let's move on. The grill. Not really much to say. I kind of like the grill. The vanity grill. It's funny. It actually says right here 750. Moving on. Barbed grill. That's not bad for 1340. And then this one is the toothy grill for 3,300. The regular grill and this one. Yeah, this one has a nice intimidation factor to it. I think I'm gonna get that one. That's kind of cool. Good. I was gonna get the other ones in the bottom with the teeth, but I'm glad I didn't. The hood. This is now the light armored for 3,000. As you can tell. Right now the medium at 5,000. Or it's fully heavy armored. And repeating back, this is what the stock looks like. And this is the heavy. Just for the hood. This is the medium, and this one right here is the light. I think I need heavy. The more protection, the better. The horn. Let's go check out what that sound is on this vehicle. It's a regular car vehicle. Truck. Moving on. They have music here. I guess this one is actually a good one. If you run some people over right there. And here's the loop. So far, I have nothing with the... In hearing all these, I have nothing for them like I have a favorite. So I'm just going to leave it at this one. My choice is being stock. The headlights. This is quite interesting. I would usually like to come back for the headlights because usually the front of the ramp is going to change. I like to, you know, have everything conform to my taste, what I choose. The livery. Let's go check out. Right now, this is the basic rust that's on there that gets for the vehicle. This is what it looks like if there was no livery. I wonder if this one right here, if I actually purchased the vehicle and took out all the rust on it, it could be like a regular SUV or something, or truck. And that's a possibility. I might do that. Never know. Anarchy. From the rust to anarchy. It's a little darker. The price tag is $38,760. And moving on, a war machine. So this one has a type of military type of feel to it. That's a kind of cool paint job in the back. Gnasher, the Gnasher, 43,320. I hope I'm probably saying it wrong. I'm not really getting into these colors that's on there. This is none, rusty, and the anarchy. Well, actually, the rusty hasn't really changed. The anarchy is just a little darker, even if I left it lighter like that. But I'm gonna stick with just a little darker. It's more grungier at $38,760. Let's move on to the next thing. The theft is fully covered. Everything is set up. Moving on. Oh man, the name. I can. What should I name her? Name, thinking. Suggestion. I could still name her the Brutus, you know, or I can call her Gnashing. I wonder if this will fit. What's the name? You can actually see the name Gnashing of the teeth. No, that's not gonna. I could still name her the Brutus. It doesn't really matter. B-R-U Brutus. T-U-S. There we go. And there we go. I named her the Brutus. Interesting. Now let's move on with the whole thing. The license plate. Since I do have the license plate on here, I like to prefer the black. I could switch it up to being it's so big, or it's just too big. Whatever you want. This is you. I have another one. I put tough guy, or I could put excuse me. You know, Bad Boys, Hurricane. Each license plate costs at least $100,000, and if you have the GTA 5 app, you can actually change these. This is quite interesting. The Brutus, this dying Christmas gift. What could work for this? Joker, classic. Actually, this is kind of cool. I can name her Vroom. That's kind of funny. Timeless Jealous, Timeless Legendary Hurricane. Bad Boys. Yeah, Bad Boys. Boss Man. I can actually change the whole thing, what I chose or choose. The Bad Boys could be it. Here we go. Bad Boys it is. Thank you very much. And moving on. This is the primary color of the chrome, what it looks like. It doesn't really fit the vehicle. If I did not have the armor, I could probably, this would actually look kind of awesome, this truck, because I don't really see it on GTA 5. But I'm not doing that. The crew emblem. Oh yes, you better believe it. I would just leave the crew emblem on. That's my boys, Obro Cackers. Much respect to the leader, Suave Killer. What's up, my boy? Anyways, let's move on right here. The roof. Hopefully, let's see what it is. Not on fire. Packing spare, $700. Actually, that looks kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Packing supplies. Well, that I can understand. That makes sense. But this one makes more sense. But since I have the fuels on the side already, I can actually get away with it with the extra spare tire truck. Or, excuse me, I can actually get away with the spare, packing the spare tire because I have these gas tanks and stuff on the side and the back. You know what I mean? Armored spare. That's kind of, it's right here. Armored spare. Oh, it's armored on the side more. An armored gas tank. Huh. Decision to for 3,900 so far is not necessarily a price. The armored spare. I mean, if I'm in the wastelands, fuel is important. It kind of has a nice look to it. But at the same time, you know, you do need not just gas. You need to have something to go. That's a tough one. That really is a tough one. I could leave it alone like that. I could always switch these around. I think I'm going to get the armored supplies. You could always put maybe tires inside. It's not a big deal. Now, if I wanted to sell this, this would cost me $1,308,129. So far, I purchased this for 1.5 million, so 1.6 million on sale. The original price is 2,666,000, basically 2.6. So I would still lose money about 200,000. And not to forget, I did add a lot of money in doing these upgrades. So I really spent a lot of money in doing it. So we don't really need to do that. Some people, if they're hard pressed and stuff, I get it. If you wanted to buy something else and you don't use a vehicle, it's your money. Do what you like. Anyways, let's move on to going to skirts. Skirt, here is the setup bar on the sides, which I understand. This is without. This is what the original truck looks like. This is without it. I like that apocalyptic. Or you have the little gassed up bar right here. Yeah, this one looks like I'm ready to blow myself up. This is quite interesting. It's 16,000 the step bar. I think it might be too much for this. That's what I like about us doing. 16,000 it is. There we go. That's what it looks like. The suspension. Since this is a truck, even though I can... Oops, I jumped too much far ahead. I have it here at a stock suspension. That's nice and high. A lower suspension. You have here street suspension, sport suspension, and race suspension. It depending on what you like, you know, just to see. This is extreme from lower to whatever. The stock suspension, not that I don't like it, the vehicle, I feel like if this is like a terrain that you're going someplace, I'm not competitive suspension. I mean, if I'm going to drive or something, it's basically your preference to what you want. Right now, there's no question about the price because I could afford it. I think I'm just going to leave her as is a suspension and not really change it because I kind of like the look that's high up. Moving on, the transmission. No question about it. I want race transmission. I want the speed. I got a need for speed for $40,000. Let's move on. Trying to go turbo. What's the turbo? 50,000. You bet. I want that speed turbo. Going on there. Now, I like the vertical jump, and what it is, there's no question about it, for 420,000 just to get away from a hairy situation. Booyah, got it set up right now. This is nice. Let's go right here, the wheels. The wheels, I actually like them the way they are, and I've seen the muscle ones, the stock vehicles, as they are those type of rims and stuff. It's kind of similar, but this one, the best ones to get, I know off-road you can find that design. That's basically it. Here we are. The mudslingers. Let me see. Change it up. It's the mudslingers. Oh yeah. So the mudslinger is basically, that's the same rim. You could change the color if you wanted to. See, these were the Nevis. Were close. No, that was for something. These are the mudslingers. So you get an idea what it looks like, right? And let me switch off the stock. Yeah, I prefer these tires. They look badass. Moving on. Let me go here to not just the colors of the tire nor the design, but the enhancements for sure will be at 25,000 bulletproof. No problem. The smoke, I will leave the smoke as is at white. I can do it if I chose. If I wanted to get a little like more in detail, I could actually add 20,000 for red smoke. But you know what? Leaving them original so far, that's the way I just want it. Now, the one and only. Here we go, the limo. I put it nice and dark. They can't really see me. This is kind of cool. You can see this is 5,000. Without it, here it is at what? Nothing. This is a light smoke at 1,500, a dark smoke at 3,500. But what's catchy is the limo. So here we go, limo, 5,000. I like my privacy. Moving on, I think we're almost done with this right here with the weapons. There's three types. There's a ram weapon, there's a primary, and the proximity mines. So far, I do the lights in the end. Sometimes I'll leave it as is. But let's see the ram weapons. This is the light scoop that's present in the vehicle. Let me show you quickly what it looks like without it. This kind of cool. There's no question. At 50,000. The jackal. Here we go. At 195,000. So this vehicle could be stock if you didn't want to make it apocalyptic. You could actually change it around a bit, like I've done some other vehicles. The riots. Oh yeah, that kind of will push people out of the way. The barricade. This actually looks kind of cool. It has a little, somewhat of a bull's horn and a skull right there. I don't know if you can see it, just to fit the angle. Nice. Going back to the light scoop. I said large scoop, light scoop. Excuse me. The reinforced scoop right here. This is the look for, wow, 337,500. That's quite interesting. Let's move on to the large scoop. Wow, this bad boy right here, same horn, and it looks like they got off a train, an old-fashioned steamer. You know, those trains back at the turn of the centuries. And here we go. We have the Mega Blades. The Mega Blades, there's no question. You put this bad boy on here, your competition is done for $451,500. I think I could actually win every single bit come from this. If this is designed to this, yeah, no question about it. Nothing gonna stand in my way. Proximity, here we go. There's nothing on here right now. Now we have here the rusted $297,000 for the 50 cal, and these would be the clean ones. For the look of the vehicle, because there's not really nothing looking that it's new, maybe for that Greek gas tank somewhat, I would actually use the rusted just to have everything. If you want to have more definition, just to pop out the kind of show what's going on. And by the way, this is only one-sided, just to see it. It's just only one-sided. Yeah, this is kind of the new one is a nice add-on, but let's make it look like it's been out there for a while. We're having some problems. Let's do this. 297,000. Let's go. Proximity mines. I like using kinetic. That is my favorite. There's no question that I've always found it useful for $270,000. Moving on. And right now, this is it. The Barabbas. It is finished. What do you guys think? This is a view, guys. Check it out. The Barabbas, the apocalyptic Barabbas is finished. And wow, this was quite a pretty penny here. I spent some good money. I don't mind. This is actually why I do the grinding. Guys, this is a beautiful, beautiful ride. If you want to own your opponents, the classy apocalyptic Barabbas. Guys, thank you for watching. And remember the motto, the grind is real. Have a good evening.